Hello, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels Gettysburg Travel Week Live. We are somewhere out in the battlefield.
We're actually right now next to the Sedgwick Monument.
And we thought we would
just down from
live,
Little Round Top.
Give you guys a little update as to what's going on. Actually, here's what we're doing. We're kind of driving around and we got the obelisk going.
And while we've been here at the Sedgwick Monument taking some video footage, we've got some terms that came up. The first one was sun, like S-U-N, not S-O-N. And then it came garden, justice, holy.
Yeah, so it was quite interesting. Mary Ann thought to turn that thing on and see what was going on. And
yeah, the words that they used as calibration words were kind of cool too. I can't remember what they were now.
I think we had an out of body pop in.
Out of body, hello.
Up.
That's all right.
Yep,
There we go.
There we go.
Hello.
Yeah, so we thought we would go live here for a little bit and drive around with the obelisk and see what we're picking up. And we're
see if it picks up anything
battling these tour buses. So we just got finished recording some B-roll down on the little bridge down here. We finally found it. We've never been there before. We actually never been up on
Confederate Avenue.
Yeah, but what was Big Round Top?
Big Round Top.
Big Round Top. And we went down to the bridge where the dinosaur tracks were.
Yes.
So we got some B-roll footage there. We're going to put together a video from the dinosaurs of Gettysburg. I don't know, clickbait. Maybe somebody will watch it.
Yeah.
We took little boars down there, and
he took some cute little pics with the dino bone.
Mary Ellen Clark, how are you doing? Yeah, so we took some pictures down there with little boars, and found that was one of the goals for today.
Yes.
And we're gonna drive around the battlefield here a little bit. And hopefully we don't lose you guys.
And hopefully we get some more
words on the obelisk.
To us.
You're going to have to kind of watch that now, because I'm going to watch the road.
Oh, that's all right. Go ahead. Oh, let's see. Mary Ellen Clark says it's going to be great. I certainly hope so.
You actually can see some of the monuments and stuff in the windows.
In the window,
behind us.
yeah. As you pass me. There's some of them coming up here again on the right, so you'll see them here in a second as they go through the window.
So we're on the east of the battlefield.
It's just amazing how many monuments actually are
They
throughout
are
the battlefield.
Everywhere.
And every one of the states paid for their own monuments. So
Yeah.
that's quite interesting and exciting that so many states did decide to markers here.
Lend Southern Coffin.
Lend Southern Coffin.
No way. No way.
In the
On the obelisk. Lend Southern Coffin. Show them that. It just came up on the obelisk.
I don't know if you can read it.
It's probably backwards.
But
just now.
that's
Lend
super
Southern
awesome.
Coffin.
And of course we
That's
know that
interesting.
the Southerners didn't quite always have coffins. As they died here, they just got buried where they were, and then if their families were eventually able to come up and claim their bodies, they could do so.
I would have stopped back there, but I have a ton of cars behind me, and there's no parking places there.
Yes.
But we're going to go out, and I think this is like the main middle part. Maybe we could pull over here a little bit. That's the Pennsylvania monument up
Yes,
there.
it is. So there's lots of parking spaces up there by the Pennsylvania. So this is literally on the road to the Pennsylvania Monument from Little Round Top. That's super awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and hopefully...
This is called Sedgwick Avenue, by the way. As I said, there was Sedgwick Monument was back that way as well. So
we'll
that
have
makes
to pull that
sense.
out and put that in the database. That was pretty interesting.
That's pretty cool. I need to get a coffin.
Limb Southern Coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes a lot of sense because the Southern weren't buried.
Right.
They were kind of left here and people told to come and get them and take them back down south. So let me go around. We'll go up towards the Pennsylvania Monument, which is huge. Of course, Pennsylvania. So.
Of course.
We can probably stop here. It looks busy up there.
Yeah, there's a.
So I'll flip this around, guys. You should be able to see the Pennsylvania Monument through the... Oh, Glenn's in the way.
I can move him.
You can see the Pennsylvania Monument. Just, we're getting notifications through Facebook. Okay. So yeah, that right up ahead there is the Pennsylvania Monument. I guess I could leave it like that, and you guys can see.
Yeah,
where
you
we're
don't
at.
need to
so
see
you don't
us.
need to see us. You can hear
You
us
know
here.
who we are.
I'll move you guys up a little bit closer so you're not seeing the dash as much. There you go. We'll take you through the battlefield with us. That might be kind of fun.
I need headphones.
You can't hear
You
us?
can't hear us? Do we need
Or
to
is it
talk
the-
louder, or is it the air conditioning? Oh wait, just out and about is here. I got my headphones in until work rings.
Okay. Are you guys hearing us okay when we talk?
Maybe the air conditioner was too high.
Could have been.
What is that? Is
I
that the
think it's the
windshield
windshield
wiper?
wiper.
Okay. Okay, they said they're hearing us great.
All right.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
so we'll drive
All right,
around
we'll
here.
drive up to the monument.
This is one of the largest monuments out here, the Pennsylvania one.
That is correct.
So although this is the, they call it the battlefield, this is the national park battlefield, but the Battle of Gettysburg took place everywhere, like even in town. So, this is actually the national park for the battlefield.
Right. I was at a place this morning while Sean was getting ready. I just went out and walked about. There was a building that said that it was a Civil War building, 1863. Nothing happened here. I was like, oh, okay. Thanks for sharing. So let's turn this so you can see a little bit more of the monument as we drive past it.
Yeah, so this weekend or this week or whatever, it's the bike week.
Yes.
So they're starting to roll in.
They are. This weekend is bike weekend. Last night I was out and there were just tons of them coming in, like a whole motorcycle. I guess they still call them gangs. I don't know that they have a more politically correct terminology for them. But they were all coming in together. It was super, super loud.
Gonna be it'll be packed coming weekend. There'll be a lot of bikes here.
Mm-hmm. What is it, 50,000 usually
Yeah.
come for bike week?
Yeah, they come for bike weekend. These monuments are just gorgeous.
Now, the ones we just passed, these are Vermont. So the state of Vermont paid for these ones.
There's some cannons.
I just love all the
So you're
wooden
missing
fencing.
ones over here.
Okay, we'll get you some of the ones over here. New York again. Let's see. Hello, Virginia fishermen. I think you made it. Tons of cannons. Yes, Mary Ellen. Lots of them.
They are everywhere.
They have them everywhere. They are
brass and bronze.
Oh, this is the spot that I fell off the Segway when we did the Segway tour.
Yes, it is. This is the spot where
literally right here.
You almost snapped your ankle right here.
A couple years back, we did a tour on Segways here, and they tell you don't step off. Wait till you like get help so that you don't fall. And I definitely stepped right off when we got here. I was perfect. This was one of the last stops.
Yeah.
And then I went and stepped off, and it started going without me, and I'm like, oh, and I'm following it, chasing it behind.
That thing hasn't gone off again.
No. You know what, to be honest, I didn't expect it to when we came up here where all the people are and all the monuments.
We'll head back out that way.
I think it'll be more receptive to talking where there's not a lot of peeps at.
We'll go down out past that observation thing again. That was kind of a quiet little...
Okay. Sounds good. We will have to leave the park and go into the city here a little bit to do that. You will see a McDonald's coming up.
Yeah. We're not sponsored by McDonald's, by the way.
No, it just happened to be at the end of the street here.
However, if they are watching this and would like to advertise, it's panicdvideos@gmail.com.
Oh my gosh. You're so sick.
Alright, let's flip around back around to us till we get back
We can do that.
to less civilization. I'm gonna put your window up because that wind might be a little too much.
Okay.
I know you were gonna take a picture.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
literally going to just take this picture right there, but that's okay.
I think the last time we were here, they were washing that.
They were.
I probably should have my seatbelt on, which I'll put on now, but we
There
were
you go.
stopping and hopping in and out, and I just
Yeah, we were in the car. Now that we're going to go out on a main road.
put my seatbelt on. Obey the law. A little bit more busier today.
Yeah, we're getting a little closer to the weekend too, so it's
Yeah.
people are deciding, okay, well, I'm taking off half the week. Come out. Take off Thursday and Friday maybe. And actually, today starts bike week for them. So it starts on a Thursday, which is kind of weird. It got a little bit messed up. It's always the weekend after the 4th. But because the 4th was in the middle of the weekend this year, it threw things off a little bit. I was even talking to some of the
Okay,
shoppers
we'll
said the
flip you
same
guys
thing.
around again so you can keep on talking.
They said, yeah, it kind of messed it up a little bit. I guess we're a little unhappy because the 4th fell in the middle of the week. The 1st, 2nd, 3rd were at the beginning of the week, and they didn't have all their reenactments at the time that they should have, and so they kept it for the weekend, and people were not happy.
Oh, is this a walking tour?
Yeah, you would
It's a
not
hiking
want to
tour.
go on that hiking tour.
I don't think so.
So coming up here, right here on your left, is a building that has some haunted claims. That was the Quadri House. I do not remember the claims off the top of my head. Back
But
to you
we
on
did
that.
get some footage.
But we did get some
Photos.
footage of that earlier. It was on our list to visit, so I said, oop, there it is. Check it off the list. I really don't like that thing in the way, but it's like icky windshield wiper. Michael Fair, you're at the dentist.
Yeah, he said he was going to the dentist today.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't listen all the time.
You were out shopping.
Oh.
I was watching. You were out.
Oh, I saw the beginning of his first stream.
You were out buying some giveaways.
I did go out and buy some giveaways this morning.
Yeah.
I did. And actually, some of them I bought from a guy who said he doesn't believe in ghosts. He's lived here for 70-some years. He says, I've never seen a ghost. I don't believe in ghosts.
So what we're doing is we're just kind of like driving around, getting some B-roll here on the battlefield.
Oh, peach orchard, peach
Yeah,
orchard,
peach
on,
orchard
the
on the left. And Marianne just thought that, hey, I'll grab the autolist and turn it on, and while we're driving around, and we did capture some stuff.
Yes, out of body, I have giveaways.
Yeah,
So remember our Live at 5 show, we always do giveaways, and we promised you that this week and next week we would spin for some
Well, we're not going to
secret
spin this week
giveaways.
because we're not in the studio, but you can enter this week.
Oh yes, that's right. You can enter last week and this week
Yeah.
for them, and we will give them away next
When we
time.
go back to the studio, we'll do two, maybe more. I don't know what all you bought. We'll do drawings and some relics from Gettysburg. So make sure you tune in Saturday, live at 5 Eastern, for Let's Talk Paranormal. We're going to be doing that from our room in the Farnsworth house. And we'll tell you how you can enter to win some Gettysburg relics. So let's see if we can get anything down here. And I think you're right, Marianne. I think down there where it's more congested during the day, it was
People are just,
a little too much going on.
yes, a little too much for the little ghosties.
So let's see if we catch anything down here.
So coming up on the left will be one of the observation towers that you can climb and go and get an aerial view of the battlefields. Spin that around. And actually, to the right is the Eisenhower Farms.
Yeah. Eisenhower
Down
Farms out there
there,
on the farm.
Eisenhower's down there. Oh, there's our friends. They're sitting there driving with us. There's little Boris and his friend Glenn.
Yeah. The sky. Great day to get some footage and pictures and all that lovely natural light
Yeah.
coming down. It's awesome.
Tag.
Tag.
You're it. Tag, you're it.
So the obvious just said tag.
Tag down here by the observation tower. Just a little past the observation tower. In the woods with Wolfie. Hello?
So you can turn that to the left. That's, I believe that's Big Round Top over there. Yeah, Little Round Top's to the left. You probably can't. Because this
I'm
wraps
sure.
around, and we'll show you the bridge where we did some footage. We'll do a video. We'll put it out about the dinosaur prints of Gettysburg. And it's right down here. I didn't even think of having to turn an obelisk on while we're down by that bridge. We were out there walking around, which was...
You know, we have it now.
We have it now. We do. We do. So there's that little house, and I think I want to make a left. No, I follow this straight through. Yeah. Yep. So we're going to go down around here and cross over what's called Plum Creek. And Plum Run Creek, I think is
I
what
think
it
it's
is.
Plum Rock Creek.
That runs just below Big Round Top and Little Round Top, in between Devil's Den there, and the what they call a slaughter pen. It actually runs into Plum Creek, runs right through there. So this is going to be the other end down here, which is the bridge that has the dinosaur prints. So actually we never until today actually came down this way before.
Yeah, this is Confederate Avenue, I believe, right?
Yes, South Confederate Avenue. Lee's Army was down here too, trying to take it.
Here. Hello. We are taking you on a quick journey through some of the areas of the battlefield, show you a couple of items. We have an obelisk going, and so far we've gotten some interesting terms that have come through while we've been out and about. Southern, coffin, lend, tag. Some interesting items. Down by Sedgwick, we had a couple of other ones that came through as well. And then we decided, well, maybe we should, go live and drive around the battlefield and let people see. So we decided to do that. That's okay. Thanks for stopping by, Out of Body. And yes, the battlefield is actually quite large. It basically encompasses most of Gettysburg, to be honest. Again, even in the streets down by Baltimore and Carlisle, and they definitely had fighting there as well.
So keep a lookout too through these tree lines. A lot of reports of apparitions seen throughout here. You're allowed on these roads some of the roads, some of the main roads, not these ones. This one you're not. After dark, and we like driving down through the main roads to see if we see any campfires out there, because that's some of the reports too. Is you'll see campfires out here in these areas, and of course nobody's allowed out here, so
then they go and investigate them and find that there's no fire and there's no ashes either.
So actually what we're going to do with you guys is just make a big thing again.
This is a cool little tour, guys. Thank you.
We're going to go up onto Big Round Top and pass over Little Round Top.
Wilt's World, nice to have you with us. I just look over every now and again. Happy trails hiking. Hello. So we're actually coming up right now. We'll be coming up to those dinosaur tracks. Do you want to stop here and I'll walk over with the camera and take a picture, or show them, and then you can pick me up on the other side?
Yeah, just be careful because there's cars behind me.
Okay.
So I'm going to stay here with the car.
And I'm going to take you with me. Sorry about that. So I'll show you some of the fields here to the right. The 5th New York Cavalry, Battery E, 4th U.S. Artillery down this path here. And this is the bridge on how they got that kind of stuff in a video coming someday soon. All right, you come here. It's 1, 2, 3. Come at you. Another side. Behind you.
No.
Back. Or maybe they'll watch. Keep playing here. So we're headed up now towards
Big Round Top.
Big Round Top, and then we will see Little Round Top after that.
Yep.
It definitely did not like that area. Yes, we are back. It definitely did not like the area over there by the dinosaur footprints. So, you'll just have to wait for the waves
Yeah, it could be.
blocking all the cell waves. So coming up here to the left is going to be Little Round Top. And you can actually get out here and go up, trek up there. We did that the other day, so we're not going to stop. He's real.
Yeah. He's on a phone.
Yeah,
Albeit an old phone, but
yeah. I always look when there's a single person walking by themselves in the middle of nowhere. I do look, and I look for things that indicate that they're time period. We're coming up on where we
about to
were.
where we started. We were sitting
Right
up
in front of Sedgwick here.
in front of Sedgwick, yeah.
So we're gonna head back that way, right?
Yeah.
Park
In
there
the
for a minute or
stream.
two. See if we get any last words from the individual who was here the last time. Mary Ellen Clark, that'd be cool if we saw an apparition live. Tell me about it, right? With it being out of pixel, it shows a lot. Alright, so this is where we picked up the stream and said hello to you. So we've done a little bit of a circle here.
Did a big loop.
But we did have some obelisk talking going on here at this spot. So we're going to sit here for a couple minutes, chat with you for a couple minutes, and see if we can get anybody to say
So we are running
hello.
our obelisk. We have the whole time, and haven't got anything since tag.
Mm-hmm.
So, jeez. The June bugs are horrible. They're like dive bombing me.
Yeah,
Looks like a bunch of people up there.
there are. Yeah. So should I try really hard to take them on a walk again?
No,
No? It didn't like it when I
didn't
walked?
like that. And it's probably the heat too. The heat, the sun beating on that camera probably not helping matters.
Okay.
So,
Up in the field that way, there's a couple of cannons and some monuments.
you could try if you want.
I walked up
Go
there. The
ahead.
grass is real high and it looks kind of cool.
You do that, and I'm gonna get some more B-roll.
Okay. All right.
Over here, because this is really a pretty area here.
I'm just going to leave all this stuff here. I'm just going to take just them.
Okay.
Bye. Let's see. All right. So there's the Sedgwick Monument that I said we were at when we had the obelisk. You know what? Can I take the obelisk with me? Thank you. So I'm going to bring the obelisk with us. See if we get anything to say anything while we're up by these guys. I'm going to try not to get run over. I don't see any cars. That's good. That's good. This is a one-way street, by the way. So I really only have to look one way. But I think it's this cool little path getting back here. It's pretty awesome. there's any spirits or anybody around that wants to talk, we do have the obelisk running. You can leave us a message. I'm glad you like it, Mary Ellen. So this is the 3rd Brigade Regiment, Pennsylvania. This is where they fought July 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3rd. And Battery C, Barnes's 1st New York, held this position from 4:30 on the 2nd to 4 a.m. on the 3rd. Some of the big rocks, kind of like over at Devil's Den. A little bit of a stone wall. Should have brought the camera. I didn't come this far when I came up last time. I'll climb up on this rock, give you a little aerial view here. There's Sean down there in the little yellow shirt. Say hi, Sean. So pretty cool view from up here. I can just imagine them kind of hanging out here, trying not to get injured, holding their line. I could hide in some of this high grass, but I don't know whether or not any of these fields were actually mowed at the time of the battle, or if they were, you know, cut down, or an actual field that was being utilized. This was a U.S. cannon. Let's see if we can feel any energy around here. You know what? I don't really feel much different than I did driving around just a battlefield, but you get the feeling like you know something happened here, you know? So this cannon was made in 1865. Sean's here. So on the morning of July 3rd, they transferred to the left flank. Hi, Sean.
Left car runner.
Okay. If you climb out there, go out there, continue on the path.
Going down to the car.
I can do that. Oh, no, right over here, there's a path. See this path? There's rocks, and you can look out over the whole battlefield from right there. I was just out there. I took them with me. Here comes some cars. Definitely than I expected, but I guess it is on the main drag from Little Round Top. Some of these monuments are just huge. Kind of cutting his head off that way. There's another one of these horse ones where they're riding the horse on another part of the battlefield, and the entire statue, which is over I think 600 and some pounds, it's balanced on two of the horse's feet. Two of the hoofs are down, two of them are up, and literally the whole thing is balanced on that 2 feet. That's a crazy monument. Just the engineering that goes through some of these to make them, it amazes me. Did you get some pics?
Huh?
Did you get some pics?
I have video.
You got video? Oh, I gotta move my finger to the other side.
Well, guys, I think the cell phone's probably about ready to die, so we'll probably wrap it up. Why are you turning?
I'm turning. We can see a monument behind us. There we there we go.
Alrighty. So, hey, those of you who joined with us and stuck with us and all the catching us on a replay, whatever.
Thanks for coming along with us.
Yeah. Was an interesting
You guys,
little one.
Mary Ellen Clark says that they saw all kinds of soldiers.
Awesome.
If you did, I hope that it stayed on the film so we could see it later.
Come back and watch them again. So, hey, guess what?
Oh,
Here comes
wait, we just got a word.
Uh-oh.
We just got table.
Table.
No, I
table.
can't make it see it. Yeah. So, hey, it started talking again. Definitely likes it over here. I get it good in the car if you put it with the darkness.
Anyways, hey, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting.